In Syria now as well, the UN Human Rights Council has passed a resolution authorizing an investigation into human rights violations. That's something the regime has been against, but the UN member confirmed the military crackdown on protesters has left 2,200 people dead in just 6 months. Russia and China objected to this latest motion. India abstained from voting. The violence continues there in Syria, where the army targeted the city of Homs shortly after UN team ended its visit. The US and the European Union are asking for an arms embargo and sanctions against 21 people, including President Bashar al Assad. CNN-IBN Suhasini Haidar sent us this report from Hama, Syria.
They don't believe that the situation in Libya really is the same as the situation in Syria. Yet the similarities are there to be seen. To begin with, a repressive regime right at the top, one that has controlled the country for decades now. Also those allegations of human rights violation and the suppression of protesters across the country. But it's not just that. There are the underlying tensions between the ruling Shias and the majority Sunni community. The last few days we've heard from President Assad himself after weeks of really not speaking at all. He came out to assure in a television interview that there will be political reforms, that political parties will be allowed to join the mainstream here, and giving a very concrete timetable for elections all the way to parliamentary elections in February. Whether he keeps those promises or not, it's certainly clear that he is trying to make the right noises. It's difficult to tell the truth of a lot of what has happened here in Syria. What we can tell you is increasingly we're seeing residents of Damascus coming out, various in sporadic numbers, really coming out to show, they say, their loyalty to President Assad, but clearly feeling some of the pressure that the government is feeling as well, saying it's important for the international community to come out and support Syria at this time. And they very much fear that what happened in Libya in terms of a regime change there will next be effected here in Syria.